everyone, it's Patty. So today I wanted to share with you the Homemaker Tag. I thought it would be fun to share this tag. I've seen it going around in a few people's channels, and I just thought it would be fun to share with you guys some of these questions so you can get to know me a little bit better. And if you see this tag, I'll leave all the questions in the description box, and you're welcome to do it too. If you do decide to do the tag, let me know so I can see your video as well. Also, if you have any other questions kind of related to this, let me know in the description box, or not description box, in the comments, and I'm happy to answer any other questions you guys might have. So the first question is, have you ever had anyone say anything negative to you about staying at home, working from home? I don't really think so. Sometimes people say things like kind of in a roundabout way that you kind of are not sure if it's a compliment or an insult type thing, but overall not really. I've had more negative comments about having 3 kids close in age than about being a stay-at-home mom. Number 2, and they're not even that close in age, but I have had comments about that. So especially since having my 3rd, there's something about a 3rd that really people are like, wow, that's a lot of kids. So I don't know why. So number 2 is, what is your least favorite part about staying home or working from home? I think the most difficult thing is there's never like a turn off when you're a stay-at-home mom. Like, there's always things that need to get done, always things, and you're not going away from it. Like, when I was a teacher, there were always things that needed to get done, and I would always take lesson plans home, but at some points I would just say, okay, I'm not going to do this right now. But I feel like when you're a stay-at-home mom, there's always things that need to get done, and I feel like you can't really escape it. It's like always there. There's no escaping it. So I would say that's my least favorite. My favorite part is I'm always being able to create memories and share moments with the kids. I also love that my husband works a lot and we can work around his schedule and always be around when he's around, where if I worked and we had opposite work schedules, that would be kind of hard. So I feel like we can revolve our family around his work schedule, which is really nice, and we're able to create a lot of memories because of that. What is your favorite or least favorite chore? I love to organize. I'm not a huge, I don't love to clean, but I love to organize. I am a messy, organized person. Like, if you look inside my things, they're always organized, but things are always a mess, you know? And my least favorite chore is definitely cleaning the bathroom, hands down. I hate cleaning the bathroom. So, what time do you wake up, go to bed? Well, I have a 3-month-old, so whenever she wakes up and I would say I go to bed normally around 11:30, just because I homeschool my daughter, and it's very hard to get things done throughout the day because I'm either homeschooling my daughter, feeding the baby, or trying to spend time with my 2-year-old. So all of those things, it's kind of hard to keep up with house things. So then at night I stay up to try to clean and do YouTube and prepare for the week and all of that stuff. So usually I would say around 11:30, and then I wake up whenever the baby wakes up, or the big kids wake up. Do you put anything on in the background while you clean, work, cook, like TV, radio, podcasts? Before I had our 3rd, I would usually put on YouTube while I was cooking, while the kids were playing, but now I just have to cook as fast as possible because she only lasts a little bit of time, and she likes the baby carrier when she's sleeping, but when she's awake she doesn't like to be in the baby carrier, so I just have to go as fast as possible. So I usually have music for the kids playing, but nothing for me. But once they get older, then I'll go back to playing YouTube or podcasts. I really like listening to homeschool podcasts while I'm cleaning. Cooking. The next one is, do you get dressed most days or stay in your PJs? I get dressed every day. I feel like that's the most important thing for me to get on with my day. I try to do my makeup most days also. So even if we're not going anywhere, I like to get dressed and put on my makeup like I pretty much cook breakfast and then right after get dressed, do my makeup, all of that stuff. I don't wear, I would say probably 2 days out of the week I don't wear makeup. The rest I wear makeup, and I never stay in my PJs all day. Oh, the next question is, how often do you do your hair and makeup? I would say every day except for probably 2 days. It's just really important to me. I feel like it helps me be more productive and I'm in a better mood. So I like to do my hair and makeup every day. What is your trouble zone or area in your home that needs the most help? Well, right now we are, if you haven't been following along with our journey, we are in my parents' house, and we are in the process of buying a house. We've been looking for a house since September. We're under contract right now on a house and hoping this will be the house that we get. So things are kind of crazy because we are in a very transitional, like half of our stuff is in storage. We have a newborn. So things are kind of everywhere. So I would say our trouble zone is everything, because like everything is just everywhere because we're in like a in-between stage. So the whole house is a trouble zone. But when we were living on our own, we had our own place and I had like a cleaning schedule and all of that, I would say the trouble zone was always the bathroom, because I hated cleaning the bathroom. How often do you find yourself getting distracted? All the time. I have 3 kids, 4 and under, so all the time. Like I will be doing something and something will happen and it takes like way longer to complete a task because I have 3 kids, 4 and under. So do you enjoy staying home or do you miss going to a job every day? I love staying home. Since I was little, I knew I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom and also a teacher. Like I always said, I wanted to be both. I was a teacher before I became a stay-at-home mom, and I loved it. And I would say the times I miss it the most are the beginning of the school year, Christmas time, and the end of the school year, because those are always the most fun. Well, the end of the school year is kind of stressful, but the beginning of the school year and Christmas time are so much fun, and everyone's posting pictures of like activities, and I just think back on those times and I always miss it around those times. But my kids are getting to the age where I'm getting to do those things with them, so I'm missing it less and less as the kids start getting to school age. But there's always times where like I feel overwhelmed and I'll miss it and stuff like that. But overall, I rarely miss it, and I don't miss the feeling I used to get on Sundays when I used to have to go to work, where I don't get that feeling anymore because I get to stay home with the kids. What is your never-ending chore? Laundry. I'm always behind on laundry, never caught up. But I don't mind doing it. I just am always behind. What is your favorite way to relax or have me time? I love going to Target and I love watching YouTube. I would say those are my 2 favorite things to do. I don't get to go like out too often anymore since I have the baby. But like before having her, that would like if I had a really hard day, I would ask my husband whenever he came home, like if I could just go out, and I would walk around Target and stuff like that. So definitely that and YouTube. How often does your husband or significant other chip in? As I mentioned, he works a lot. He usually works about 50 hours a week, and he has an hour commute there and an hour commute back. So he is gone pretty often, but he chips in anytime he's home. So I'm very thankful and blessed for that, because I know that's not the case for everyone. But as soon as he gets home, like I don't ever ask him to do anything. He just starts helping me right away, and I'm very thankful for that. So, and always he helps me clean up and everything. So the next question is, if you have kids, when do you find time to do chores? I am always behind. Like I said, I'm always behind on chores, and I'm always behind on getting stuff done, especially since we are living with my parents. Not everything has a place, and like I said, I'm an organized person. So if things are unorganized, I'm not clean, because I'm overwhelmed by the disorganization. So right now, it's very hard to find the balance, but usually I try my best to do I get one thing done throughout the day. Like it's either laundry or like cleaning something, but I can only get one thing done during the day, and then at night I do stuff. How do you balance being a homemaker and creating YouTube content? Since having my daughter, I have found it hard to balance, because a lot of times she's up throughout the night and I'm tired. But I just try my best to make it a priority because I know it's important for me. This is an outlet for me and I really enjoy it, and I feel like it's important not to put it on the back burner. So I just sometimes just try my best to push through even though I'm tired. Most of the times I have to get YouTube content done at night. If there's things I want to get done with certain lighting, I'll try to do them on my husband's days off. But I usually try not to take away from family time and things like that. So most of the times I do it at night. The next one is, what is your favorite room in your home and why? Well, like I said, we're at my parents' house, but in our old apartment that we were living in, my favorite room was the living room. I loved how it was. I loved the feeling. It felt really homey. I loved hanging out with my husband there. Like once we put the kids down, it was just fun to either talk or watch a TV show together. I loved how it was decorated. It was just really fun for me. At my parents' house, my favorite spot is the dining room, just because there's not any clutter there and I'm not overwhelmed by all of our stuff because our stuff has taken over my parents' house. That's my favorite. I think if we get the house that we're under contracted with, my favorite spot will definitely be the living room because there's going to be an area where it's going to be a homeschool space that I'm really excited about, and I'm really excited to get creative there and decorate that space. The next question is, what is your least favorite room in your home and why? Right now I'm very overwhelmed by our bedroom because we have things that normally wouldn't be in our bedroom since we're in my parents' house, and it's just always very overwhelming, that room. So I hate being in there. It really bothers me. I hate being in there. So that's definitely my least favorite. Do you feel your home reflects your personal style? Why or why not? Right now, no, because we're with my parents. But the apartment we were living in, I loved how it was decorated. I love decorating. I find it very therapeutic. And I just enjoy it so much. So I'm really excited, and I'm hoping we get this house so that I can be creative in that way again. What does your home smell like? I would say like vanilla. I love vanilla scents, fruity scents. I have started diffusing Eden's Gardens oils, and I really like the citrus scents for summer. So I really like those. I'm not a huge floral scents person. The floral scents bother me. Even real flower smells bother me. And then the last question is, what is your strong point and weak spot when it comes to homemaking? I would say my strong point is I like structure and schedules, and I feel like we have routines. I feel like right now we're not in a good routine because we have a newborn, but I would say when we're organized and like when we're in our own place and things, I feel like things go smoothly. I feel like that is my strong point and my weak point. I feel like it's a strong point because I feel like it's good to have routine and structure and have that, but I also think it's a bad thing because I'm not flexible, I'm not go with the flow. So I think it's a good thing and a bad thing all in one. And I feel like when I get behind with things, I get so overwhelmed that I just leave it. I get more and more behind, like with cleaning and different things like that, where if I'm in my routine, everything's good, everything looks great, but once I fall behind, I get so overwhelmed that I like don't know how to cope with getting back on track. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions on any other homemaking related things, please let me know. Or if you have any questions about like buying a house, transitioning, living with parents while trying to buy a house, or any of that stuff, please let me know. We are really excited. We're hoping to close on this house this coming month. So please be praying for us. And if you are interested in doing this tag, let me know. And I'll leave all the questions in the description box. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.